Hey y'all, it's me.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, wait, you say it's Mia?
Yeah.
It's Shael.
And we got a new
Jamaria, I don't
special
have a
guest.
nothing. Sorry.
We got a new special guest, Jamaria.
We do.
And this is Chattin The Tea.
Period.
Chattin,
Um, chat
chattin,
and chat and
chattin.
the tea
Happy for you
Period.
and me, us, to
to
see,
be. It's chaotic, as you see,
as you see.
because we got
Yeah.
a new guest to be. Yeah, that's it. That's
Period.
Share
all.
and
So,
spill some new tea.
Yep.
What's up?
Ooh,
period.
that
Ooh,
was
what's
good.
Period.
Y'all,
I
that
like
was a
that.
kind of chaotic intro, but
up?
we're here. We're excited
Yeah.
to just talk about anything and everything.
Yes.
But, I say let's have our guest introduce herself and where she's from and anything else. Like, put your Instagram
Fun
handle,
fact, something.
everything.
Period. Okay. Hi, y'all. Hey, Chatting the Tea. I'm Jamaria.
Yeah.
I'm originally from the east side, the best side of
Yeah.
Decatur. Nonsense. You know how we get around here. But
Yeah.
I'm a college student. I go to Kennesaw State University. I'm also a cheerleader. I've been a coach. I've been a dancer. I've been a step grader. I've been a lot of things in life, a lot of things to a lot of people. So I'm just glad to be here. I love Mia. That's my coworker. Shout out to her.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad to be a part. Thanks for the invite.
Yes. Hell yeah. I didn't know you were a dancer. Like, you do cheerleading.
Hmm. Yes,
Hell yeah. How
ma'am.
is that? Like, especially in college, too.
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
so hard because you get older and you think like, oh, I don't got time to go to practice, but you signed up to go to practice, so you got to fit it in after work, after
Mhm.
class, and you just have to make your schedule as balanced as possible while still enjoying things for yourself. So I
Mhm.
left high school cheerleading and came into college cheerleading, and I'm gonna finish college
Uh,
cheerleading, but I've also done step and dance in between.
Hell yes. I wanted to do step team when I entered high school, but then they took it out the year I joined.
Yeah.
And then I did cheerleading just for one football season. And then I did dance team my
Yeah.
senior year of high school. And that was the best one because they just kept switching coaches on and off all the time. And I feel like when you just be switching coaches like that, the team's going to be inconsistent.
Yeah.
Every time.
Like, that's like the seed of a team. And if that thing is not stable, your team's not going to
And
be.
so you won't have a style, you won't have no foundation. It's just new
Nope.
energy all
Yeah.
the way around. But it's like
Yep.
makes your team.
Exactly. Just a bunch of different dancers, not just doing anything and everything, too. It was a hot mess, but overall, it was good. I That's really cool that you do that, especially in college too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. Okay, so what should we start with, Mia? What's the
I
first?
think that since we're kind of starting into cheerleading and dance, I want you to kind of just tell us your story about dance cheerleading and like your roles and just what that journey has looked like to this far.
So for me, it was very chaotic just because of the team I came from. Thou shall not be named. But the experiences weren't all bad. It was just you were forced to kind of throw yourself into leadership kind of early. So from cheer to dance to step, like we did it all as a team, and then I did stuff in school as well.
Mm.
So it was like a lot on me to be like assistant head coach, head captain, middle school coach, elementary coach, and still have to be on the team myself. So I've just done a lot of
And
like
how old were
motivated.
you when you had to bring in these roles? I'm sorry.
That's a really great question, Judge. I became captain when I was 12,
Wow.
Wow.
became assistant head coach at 15,
Mm.
and took over the studio completely during COVID. So it was kind of like you became head coach at 16,
Mm.
kind of, and was just like always leading, just always being the person to talk to, whether that was a parent meeting, whether that was like during registration at shows. I was always the person in the judges meeting, at the table talking to the host. Like I was just always on the front line. And at times it kind of made you lose the love or the passion for the sport. Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, I can't enjoy it and do it if I'm so on the administrative side. Like,
Yeah.
nobody else take this job. Like, I just want to step. I just want to cheer. I just want to dance. But I will say it made me mature quicker than I wanted to, but I'm grateful for it
Yeah.
Hmm.
because it put me in a different mindset and brought me a family. I'm my only child. So those kids that I mentored or that I coached became like my children, my little sisters, big sisters. So it brought me community, it brought me a village. And it was just something that came with the ups and downs of it all. I wouldn't trade
Yeah.
it for the experience.
I
Oh
love that.
yeah. I taught dance a lot for kids and stuff, and it's a lot. It's like babysitting 12 different people or more,
Right.
but overall, like I don't ever want to teach again, but like I'm
I
done.
understand that.
But I be thinking back and being like, dang, like those are my children. Like
Mm,
they
Yeah.
loved me, they looked up to me, like whatever I did, like that was the next like decision what was heading to. And it can be a lot, especially for your age, like at 16 at the time.
Yeah.
Like you have
Still
to
wanting to
truly,
enjoy it yourself.
yeah, you gotta grow up quick for
Mhm.
that.
mm.
So that's
Especially
wild.
during like COVID. Like for me, I would open the studio around 6 a.m. We had summer camp.
Hmm.
I'd run the summer camp by myself, have practice from 7 to 9, close the studio at 10. So from 6 in the morning to 10 at night, you only know these four walls, these mirrors, and these kids. And it's like to
Wow.
an average person, it'd be like, dang, like you didn't have a childhood. You didn't get to experience much. But that was my experience. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
genuinely thoroughly had no problem doing it at the time because of my love for the studio, my love for the kids, for the team. And now it's not really the same
Hmm.
because of the whole, oh, well, you're this age, so you got to learn from me. But
Mm.
it's like, if I've been running this for so long, are we sure that I'm learning from you? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Yeah.
it became a point to where the lady literally told me verbatim, I had to like remove you because I realized I never knew how to run my business. And I'm like, well, gosh, I done did it this whole time and now I got to get kicked to the curb. Like,
Yeah.
what sense does that make? But it pushed me into cheerleading in college, becoming captain of the cheer team. A lot of the stuff that I learned back then, I could apply now. And back
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
you're like 16 teaching kids 18 and under, like 4 to 18. But now we're all grown. We're all the same age. Some of y'all older than me. So it takes a lot to know how to separate personal from business, but also keep yourself on the same level as everybody. Like, I don't think I'm better than nobody,
Yeah.
resume,
Hmm.
experience, or nothing. But it's also like because of the 30 lives I've lived since being on the team, it just pushed me into that person that they always run to, that leader that they
Yeah.
come to. And I just wish it was widely more accepted, not just because I'm 21.
Right.
Yeah. No, and you like also was running a business. Like that's on your resume now.
Yeah.
Like that's like the quality, the skills, the qualifications that you have and stuff too, and all that. And if it weirdly like that just feels wrong that they just kicked you off like that. I'm like, can you sue?
Um, I would put it out on here, but the last time I went viral and everybody hated me for it. So
Oh, see,
eh,
yeah. You're like,
eh,
you know what? Let me just go on the
I'm
cheer
too
team in
deep.
college. Let me do my thing.
And that's how you get your looking back. Because at the end of the day, it's like that sets you up for the experiences that you're going to experience in the future. And
Exactly.
it's just like people that are older that feel like they have all this life experience. Yeah, you may have more life experience, but do you have the practice that I had to endure to run
Right.
this shit?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did you have that same practice? How long have you been doing this for? I almost kind of look at it in the sense of like, somebody going to college and getting their degree, right? Versus somebody that didn't go to college to get the degree. Like, and that conversation of who's gonna get the job, the person that doesn't have the
Right.
degree or that, I feel like it's very parallel to that when it's just like it really doesn't matter. As long as you're putting in the hours and the practice of doing that, that's what should qualify you to do whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna be rewarded for that, which you already are,
Mhm. Absolutely.
but just like even more, you know, when you get out of college and you want to start your own business in some type of aspect. And so,
Because it's
yeah,
crazy now that a lot of my girls that I coach, they're like, "Where's your team? Where's your studio?" And I'm like, "I'm still in college. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. Hold on." But
yeah,
it's just the fact that people are looking at me for that. Like you see that potential in me,
yeah,
although I'm 21. Like you probably 3 years younger than me, but you could see me being your coach. You could see me being your mentor, and I take that. I don't take it lightly because it's like it's hard to set an example with so many bad
Yeah.
examples around. So it's hard to kind of be that one person that's a good outlet for somebody and be like, well, no, don't do what everybody else is doing, but everybody's doing it. And I'm
yeah,
also the person that's, young and tart, but it's like, hey, you don't do that.
yep, mm-hmm,
You stay still. So it's like learning that balance, it really helped me in more ways than I thought it would.
Yeah.
mm, I love that. Well, what was it on Dance Moms? Abby Lee Miller, she started
Mm-hmm.
teaching or started her company at 12, and then something at 16 as well too, or maybe she started her company at 16 and started teaching at 12 as well.
Mhm.
So like who knows, it could be like that, it could be like the dancing dolls,
Yeah.
dd4l, you never know, something
Yeah.
like that. But does it feel, is that even what you want to do outside of college, or is there like anything else?
I do. I just want to make sure I'm properly trained in everything. Because like in college, I've taught multiple heels classes, I've done hip hop classes, but it's like I was never fully trained in dance. I could just do it.
Mm,
Here, I
yeah,
became trained as I left high school and everything with step. I'm definitely trained. So it's just like grabbing at everything, but I want to master stuff. And it kind
Yeah.
of hurts sometimes
yeah,
to be a perfectionist because it's like you'll never just have it all together. But I
yeah,
want to make sure that what I'm giving out to you, you can also reciprocate and give it to the next person. So if I'm
yeah,
teaching you fundamentals of hip hop, you could take that and go teach it to your sister, and she could take that and teach it on nails, still look the same as it trickle back
Mhm.
down.
mm-hmm,
So I do look forward to it. And I also want to get to a place to where I could fund it, to where tuition's not hard.
mm,
Like everybody's struggling. Why can't we just have a space for free to dance,
yeah,
be without
Yeah.
financial worries, without, the stress of, oh, will this person like me? Will I be accepted here? Like, I want to create a fully open space for everybody to just be everything, like connected to the studio. I want like a hair salon and everything. Like, I do a lot. So I'm like, for shows, I don't want, oh, my mom don't know how to do hair. So now my ponytail don't look like her ponytail. No, girl, we going next
mm-hmm,
door.
yep,
Everybody ponytail look the same.
Yeah.
Everybody makeup look the same. So I just want to
mm-hmm,
get those things in me first before I'm ready to officially deliver it to the team.
yeah.
That's good. I
I love
love that.
that. See, people, it's just like I think when you grow up fast like that, you just gain so much emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
and I feel like something that the generation before us lacks, not all of them, but a lot of them, emotional intelligence.
I
Yes.
agree.
You know,
100%.
like I remember when that word was brought up into television, and it was on The Bachelor at was on The Bachelor, and this girl's a therapist, and she was like considered the villain, and she
Mhm.
sits down with the host, and she's like, "Yeah, he lacks emotional intelligence," and people were making fun of her of like, "What the fuck is emotional intelligence? Like that's not even a word, yada yada." And then now people love using it and tries to have
So,
it as part of their personality trait and all that, but
Right.
it's like that only can be brought in as if you grew up a little bit like earlier, I feel like sometimes,
yeah.
Yeah,
or you're just like tapped in spiritually
exactly.
too. Because me, I feel like you have it because too, you grew up as like the oldest in your family. Like
Mhm.
you're the first child. You
Yeah.
had to help raise your brothers and think a little bit differently than them.
Yeah.
So that brings like emotional intelligence in, or being like the only child and then having to start something so early on
Right.
that
Yeah.
brings that in. And so when you have that, I'm like, it don't matter how old you are. Like we be the same, having the same mindset as like people
Mhm.
in their 30s and 40s
That
Right.
and
part.
50s, you
Right.
know?
That part. And I feel
And
like that shit is
so I
so
think,
important.
yeah.
I think that's so important
Mm-hmm.
because the thing is, like, me being able to have such a range and variety of friends. Like, my friends can range to 18, which is crazy. Really younger, 16, I feel like 16 to 60s. That's how my friends range
Mm-hmm.
from. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy because, like, you can learn from everybody in all types of walks of life.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. As long as you don't walk around thinking that you know everything and that you have all the answers, you're constantly learning from your friends. You're constantly learning and you're also teaching.
Right.
People, around you are learning um, from you. It should always be
Mm-hmm.
what is it? A crossover between teacher
Like
and
a,
student.
ah,
You should be going back and
yeah.
forth between it.
I agree. Especially
Mm-hmm.
learning, like everybody isn't raised the same, like she said.
Mhm.
So it's like even dealing with parents who have to understand, well, my child got cut from this show and think, no, my child needs to be in everything. I pay her to be here. I pay you for her, my child to be here. Yes, you pay for like skill, you pay for mentorship, you pay for like for me to pour into her. But how will she ever learn if everything is just given? If we're all getting
Yeah,
participation
Yeah.
trophies around here, what will we truly work for? And having to explain that to grown adults or having to even explain it to kids sometimes, they're like, well, you're a kid too. Yeah, but I'm a kid making the shots here, calling the shots here.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
respect my position and not only see my age because I
yeah,
got the position for a reason. And
Yep.
knowing
And it's
that,
ego.
right, and people can't absorb
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like being in those positions with some people, you just learn everybody isn't teachable and everybody you can't absorb things from. Some things you
yeah,
truly have to just let it pass you by.
yeah,
Everybody won't understand.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah. It's, and I think that takes on to our next topic. Is that where we're going next, Nia, of like the age and everything when it comes to
mhm,
talking to um, just the grown-ups in our life and stuff, and how
yeah,
they never see us as equals, which like I get sometimes when I'm talking to someone like younger than me and they're crashing out. I'm just like, oof, just
Right,
wait, just you wait, yada yada. But like I would never judge them, and I feel like I talk the same way to doesn't matter how old you are as a person, because I always think too, you never know how they grew up. You don't know
yeah,
what they had to deal with growing up, you know. And so I think we could kind of like each of us talk about our own personal experiences when it comes to people being, is it ages?
yeah,
Is
yes.
that the word?
hmm.
Yeah, being ages. So I don't know who wants to start first, like any crazy situations.
I'll start first. I don't know if I have any crazy situations, but I think that I just had to grow up parenting everybody. I always seen adults having stupid like fights and arguments, and I was like, well, if you would just, and then you get told to be put in the child's place, like stay in the child's place, but it's just like,
Mm,
but y'all acting like the child, like I have to act like the
Mhm.
adult right now in the situation because y'all not. Like
Right,
this all could just
yeah,
be avoided if y'all could just communicate, if y'all could just be able to be open to hearing different perspectives. I've always been like that. I've always had a very old soul. Um, and I don't know if that's because of like growing up and hearing my parents argue. And not that like our arguments are bad, but like obviously you don't want to be a kid hearing that.
right,
And
yeah,
I think that it's like, you try to find a resolution for these things. And it's like, even though, and I think it's just in general seeing things from a different perspective, but somehow it's always landed with the older folks for some weird reason. And like me
Mm.
feeling like I have to like help them and then them not taking it because, yeah, I'm younger and I have no idea about what they're arguing about, which is besides the point. But but yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that was kind of really mainly like what I went through and like having to call like my cousin out about saying some things about my grandmother, like, well, you shouldn't have been saying that. And now we
Right.
got beef, but it's
Hmm.
like I don't care how long, how older
Yeah.
you live than me. Morals. Morals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Morals.
And yes.
Yeah.
And morals can't be taught. I don't care how old you are. You either have morals or you don't. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, age or what.
Hmm. Yeah. I think I had something where like I'm me and my mom we were kind of just butting heads like last month and stuff because about this trip we're going on and just arguing about finances and things like that. And I always felt like throughout the argument sometimes we she'll kind of compare like our lifestyles and
Mm.
stuff and who had it like harder in some way. And I had to like tell her it doesn't matter, like everyone's life is different, but everyone's struggle is different, but like that doesn't mean your struggle is worse than mine in some way. Like there's no you can't really compare each one's because
Yeah.
then it's like I don't know how to explain this. It's just what what anyone is feeling, like their feelings are valid. And
Yeah.
whatever struggle that they had, their struggle is valid. You know? And so you don't know what their story is to get to why they're trying to do what they're trying to do. And so I felt like she was using a lot of like the age and living longer and all the other stuff. And I had to tell her, like, that doesn't matter. Like, you're the main character in your life. I'm the main character in my life. And just because you live longer than me doesn't mean like your life is more important than mine. Like, I don't like I
Uh,
don't want to sound mean about that, but it's true. Like that's anyone. Like Anita, your life is just as important as mine. You
yeah.
know,
Everybody has their own
that's
realities,
yeah. It's all of our
but
own
we're
different
all
types of
living
realities.
like we're living the same thing, different realities.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
that's what makes
same
it
thing, different
different.
realities.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it was just kind of like that, dealing with that, and I think she realized that too. And so now when she's talking about stuff, she'll be like, "Oh, you know, our stuff is different."
Yeah,
But and I'm like,
exactly.
thank
That's
you.
good.
Thank you. Yep. And so um yeah, I just remember I had that challenge with my mom too. And we're working on that. And I feel like she's talked about it too, how she grew up with a lot of pride and ego because of how she grew up. And she had all, and I think it's because adults have expectation of
Mhm.
what they want in their life sometimes, and they're dealing with that. And then when they see someone younger, like kind of on the same level as them in some way, like I don't know, I feel like they be feeling a little different about that, and then
100%.
their pride gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
so
that's
interesting
mine.
that you said that about your mom. Cause I'm like, aside from the athletic perspective, that's exactly where I touch in as well. Like me and my mom had to have a real conversation of like, yes, I'm a child, but at what point am I on the same level of communication with you? Because I'm like, the way you
Yes.
communicating with my grandmother and her sisters or whatever, that's fine for you. However, I don't communicate that way. So while
Yeah.
you may be one that could argue with somebody, I remove myself. I'll shut down if I'm yelled at. I don't yell back. So it's like once realizing how I handle things, and I think that also plays a part in like knowing your triggers.
Hmm.
with things because it's like, as you're younger, if somebody yell at you, oh, you might cry, you don't want to talk no more or whatever, and you get older and realize, well, the crying part kind of fades away, but I don't want to talk no more. Just leave me alone. If you're gonna yell, I don't want to respond. And that's kind of how I was. And she was just like, well, we can't talk about nothing if you're gonna shut down. And I'm like, well, no, we can't talk about anything if you're gonna yell. It's a difference. So
Yeah.
once we were able to
Yeah.
have that talk, it's like now, okay, well, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, but you also hurt mine. And that's why I
Hmm.
reacted that way. And it's a way you deliver it and the tone when you deliver it to where I'm not above you. I'm here with you. My feelings are hurt as well. It's no longer mother and daughter. It's two people with hurt feelings trying to reason. And
Mm.
once you take yourself out of that position of mother and daughter or just, like older and younger, you're
Yeah.
able to have a better understanding because my feelings are my feelings, and those are really the only ones that matter in my life. Like you said, main character in my life.
Yeah.
So if you hurt my feelings, who am I to think about yours? My feelings hurt. The
Yeah.
world does revolve around me around these parts. It's my life.
Yep.
So
I'm trying to set my own boundaries, and you
exactly,
just
Yeah.
exactly. The way
going
you grew
crazy
up
with
is
them.
not the way I have to grow up. We don't have
Yeah.
to
No.
accept past generational trauma. We could build
Hmm.
more
Mm-mm.
better, healthier ways to deal with things.
Yep. And
That's
that's the
so
hard part
good.
is the when it becomes ages like in your household, like your
Mhm.
family and stuff, especially when you enter your 20s
Yeah.
and stuff. And like, yeah, and that's when the arguments kind of start up because you're finding your independence a little more.
Yeah,
And I think your parents are just not ready to let go in some way and not wanting to see you at that age and getting older because that means they're getting older too. And then
right,
you have to start having those uncomfortable conversations
Yeah.
because like now your child is older, more mature, and can acquire like a professional conversation now with you.
right. It's not go to your room no
You
more. It's
know,
not give me that phone no more. Like we can
going
talk
to your
now.
room. Yeah, it's not
That's
going
so
to your room.
real.
Oh my gosh. No, that's too real. That is too real.
Oh my God.
Um, so what's next on the agenda for topics?
I say let's get into what our summer plans are. What we're doing for summer.
Work.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Work.
Or yeah.
Work. And
That's so
outside
real.
immediately after.
I'm definitely gonna
Period.
be outside.
Yep.
I won't be working as much as I am outside.
Exactly.
Still
Exactly.
gonna be
Mm-hmm.
getting this
So
money.
true.
Like off at 5, outside by 5:02, because I gotta change clothes. You know? So,
So I gotta change clothes. She said, "Give me a couple
Period.
minutes."
yeah. But really just building and developing myself mentally
Mm,
to
Yeah.
re-enter school, just get back balanced with everything. I was forced into a gap year from school with financial aid problems. So now it's more so being a student again after just working, practice, come home, like including school, making sure I'm not half-assing. Oh, can we cuss on here?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I cuss all the time. Yeah.
But making sure I'm not half-assing and just making sure I'm on my stuff. Like if I'm gonna be the one to like, okay, I'm moving this year and I'm getting back in school this year and I'm going captain 2 times this year, then I need to have it all together.
Yeah,
I don't want to lack
Yeah.
on nothing because things happen and the inevitable happens always. But if I could prepare myself as much as possible this summer, that's my goal.
yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah. Bro, look, he's saying like I wanna work a little bit more, but still like I wanna go to some daytime parties. 2 summers ago, I was out at the daytime parties. I love a daytime party instead of a nighttime party.
It's
Yeah.
Because
fun.
a girl is tired. Yeah, like I live in LA, and so you got the nice beach, the water, the palm
Mhm.
trees and stuff, and it be feeling like a 2K like movie going on when
Yeah.
it's the morning time. And then nighttime just feels like the purge. Like I don't that's just when all the crazy people come out. I
That's
I
real.
can't be whipping my head back and forth, making sure like no one is wild
Nobody's.
in the building.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also too, a girl's traveling this summer with my mom. I'm so excited. We're going out the country. I'm
Hey.
not going to say what it is here on the podcast quite yet, but it's going to be so much fun. I'm finally using my passport, and thank you to
Oh, get
payment
your
plans.
stamp.
Okay. It be
Yeah.
girl.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah. And I was thinking about buying some glue nails just so I can take a
Do
picture of
it.
me holding the passport and then flick them back off.
Girl, if
Yeah,
you don't go ahead and go get you some, order you some now.
I know. I
What is
just because the thing is,
Huh?
yeah, some press ons. Yeah, because
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm just not gonna do my nails at all when I get there. When I tell y'all I'm about to be such like a resident when I get there, like no lashes, no silk press, no nails. Like I'm coming in like I've been here before. I'm coming in,
Your
you
roots.
know,
Literally in your
yeah,
roots.
be in my roots. Be in my roots. My hair about to be braided to the back because I'm about to be wearing a headband wig the whole time. But
Yeah.
yeah, really feeling like an island girl when I get there. Like I
Yeah.
just woke up. But yeah. But yeah, just being
Oh my God.
outside, more finding that, like you said, work and balance.
Work and
Work and
balance.
balance.
You really got to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, my beginning of summer is going to be me moving into another unit, moving into something
that part?
Yeah.
smaller. Which is, I feel like I like that. I feel like a smaller space is good for me. I feel like having all this space and not having a lot of stuff because I live a nomad type of life. Um, yeah, I need to like make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm
Oh, I
just
do want to add something.
add.
I am starting my pole
Yes.
journey.
Yes.
So my first pole class is
Ooh.
tomorrow, and we're gonna
Okay.
see if I'm gonna like it enough to put a pole in the crib. Cause who gonna
Ooh,
Yes.
that was fast. I love that.
exactly? I'm
That's
just
gonna be so much fun.
No, for real.
expressing yourself in
Heck yeah.
different things. I don't want to be a stripper.
Yeah.
I can get on the pole too. Like,
Yeah, she said I can't get on the pole
Oh
too.
no. Yeah. It's such an artistic form,
It
like
is.
you don't have to be shaking your ass. Well, you can shake your ass on there, but
hello.
you don't gotta like, clock in to
Yeah.
do it. You just be
That
going
part.
at home and having some fun,
That part.
I've been seeing so many videos on that.
Same.
No, that's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
about to be sore your
fun.
first class.
That's what everybody said. And I'm like, damn, do I need knee pads or something? Like,
No, I think it's gonna be your like here your arms because of like that's gonna hurt and also your thighs are gonna hurt.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like your inner legs because you have
Yes.
to squeeze your legs to spin.
Mm,
And so I think that's just like where it's just coming from, just making sure like your body can squeeze enough to make your body spin around the pole.
yeah.
But
I'm
that's
gonna
gonna be
update y'all.
fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I kind of want one installed in my place. Like not this one. This place is too small. But like my next big space.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Even if
like
you don't use it,
Yeah.
like, it's cutesy.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then say like you have friends meet up at your place before y'all actually go out.
Mm-hmm.
Got a
Exactly.
pole. You got a pole.
The
Bro,
game goes to
everybody would just be
on
trying to do
pole.
flips and shit on it. Somebody's gonna hurt themselves.
Yep.
I already know which one of your friends gonna hurt themselves.
I already know too. I already know. I have a friend, she just always be falling. She always falling. And I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, how? How did you do that? Like she's always showing me a big bruise that she like did to
Oh, wow.
herself while like going running
Yeah.
somewhere.
Sound like me for real.
You
Yeah.
said that sound like
Hilarious.
you.
Yeah. Always
That is hilarious.
it
I said, because it sound like me. I said, not me. Falling somewhere. Like,
Oh my gosh. Oh, you gotta hear this story about when Nia fell. She came to visit me in LA. Was this your first time visiting
yeah,
or
girl, this is my first time visiting you.
oh, bro on Melrose? So Melrose is very known where like that's the
yeah.
streetwear stores, all that type of stuff. We're in front of a guy's barbershop. Their door is open. We have ice cream in our hand. All I hear is Shael. I turn around. Girl is face down. Ice cream up. With, with the door are open.
That is crazy.
Yes, and then these men getting their hair cut, and I was like, and I help her up, and then she's like, "We gotta go. I gotta change my name. I gotta change my hair. I
Yes.
gotta change
Bro, I
everything."
was like, take me to the airport so I can go back home. I said, better yet, take me back to the crib so I can swap my wig out so I can change my identity.
Right. Whole new identity.
That was crazy.
I
I was like,
was
"No."
like, this is embarrassing as hell in them damn shoes. I wore them shoes today, actually.
Oh, the Crocs.
No, girl, they were the Uggs, the Ugg platform Uggs,
Ah,
the
Yeah.
yeah,
sandal
yeah, yeah.
platform Uggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man,
Mm-mm.
Pray for the ankle.
good stories though. Yeah, I be falling in them shoes.
It's
That's why I don't
great.
wear them. I was shocked that I didn't fall today. Thank God he's alive. He's real.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Well, we got one more thing.
I don't know. I feel like the kettle's getting a little cold.
I think so too. I was about to say that. I would say because it's getting cold, but I didn't know if you felt a little more
Yeah.
steam in there.
No, girl, I was just getting a little chilly. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what that is. We will chat soon with you guys.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that we had you along on this podcast sharing your story.
Yeah.
And it's so like we just need to have more people come on and share like
Yeah.
just anything and everything about them because I feel like you people can just relate
Yeah.
to these stories
Absolutely.
as well, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to you like growing up at 12 and having to just grow up a little bit earlier than everyone else and be put to work doing these things like staying in the studio, especially dancers.
Yeah.
Like dancers, they have to sacrifice their childhood all the time to be in the studios 24/7. And so I know there's other people in the sports world, in the music world, everything that had to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, I
Well,
guess
Thank
we
you for the
will,
see you
invite.
guys
yeah,
next
we'll
week.
chat soon.
All
Chat
right,
soon.
y'all. Bye.